transforming ourselves into a beast. So the notion of transforming ourselves into a beast, the athlete transforming themselves into a beast, first materialized when I was working with a footballer. He was an apprentice, and I set out these sort of 10 400-meter runs for the team to do. And basically, this was after they'd done 10 times 30 seconds on and off and sprints. And then what I suggested they do after that was these 10 400-meter sprints. And one of the players come up to me, and he had a couple of behavioral issues, nothing major, at least not in my opinion. And he said to me, what's this nonsense? We're trained to be footballers, not sprinters. And I said, okay, that's fine. And I completely understand that. But the idea behind this was to achieve this transformation of the beast. And I turned around and said to him, well, you're a machine. This is a piece of cake for you. And the idea is to sort of dig deep and find that beast within. Obviously, they'd warmed up and it was done in a controlled way. But the psychological aspect of doing that and the idea of transferring to a beast and finding the beast within is key. And I won't name a player for confidentiality. And actually, as it happens, he did end up playing Premier League and also international level football. I'm not putting it down to sort of what he did with me. But the work I've done for many, many years, I've worked with professional sports people and footballers for many, many years, over 25 years or so. And the idea is to achieve this transformation into a beast. And I suppose one of the components is the important aspects is to get rid of the old ways of thinking, the old way of thinking. And that could be mindset. That could be if someone was brought up in a generation where they had non-competitive sport. That could be they're told to be nice to the opposition, or it's just participation that counts. That's all that matters. And I'm not saying anything wrong with that. It has its place in recreation. But professional sport, we know it's a very cutthroat business. It's a very, 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 very tough business to be in. And you're not going to last very long in top class sport if it's just a competition and there's prizes of winners and all that sort of stuff. So the idea is to sort of leave some of these things behind and transform and find the beast within. Now, a lot of the athletes I've worked with over the years that come from wonderful families, nice parents, and that's fantastic, and they're nice people. Predominantly, I've sort of worked with younger males who are making their way in sport. But this, you could argue, also applies to young females too. Find that sort of beast within. I say young males because it's almost like, okay, they've been on this sort of journey where it's kind of to put a lid on the bowl type thing and sort of, total line and yeah, I'm all for sort of, controlled aggression and so on and so forth. But equally, if you take the aggression out of the performer, then you don't have the performer. So the idea is to channel that energy into the right direction, channel that sort of aggression. So you control the beast, you find the beast within, you transform that beast, and you're capable of stepping up into beast mode. And particularly when you sort of cross that line into sport, once you step over the touch line into that sort of sport, the key is at that point is that you step in this identity. You're in beast mode. Now, you're not sort of running around and flying tackles and sort of, I'm not suggesting that someone, cheats to win or plays outside the laws of the game. But the important thing is you dig deep and you find the beast within. You play at 100%. That's a really important thing. And if you're not obviously in control of the beast, then obviously you're going to get yourself sent off. But if you don't transform into this beast, and you step in there and you're nice to that position, and you're not playing with the beast within and controlling it, then that leaves you at the mercy of someone else who is. And that's just going to basically manifest itself into sort of being, bullied out of the game. because if you are not transforming to this sort of beast, then you can be sure you'll end up as a competitor being at the mercy of someone who has. And that obviously is a massive disadvantage in competitive sport. But you could also make a case for that in business and life as well, where, okay, a bit like martial arts in one sense, where the analogy, the metaphor of martial art is not to learn the martial art to go around and sort of fighting people and being a bully, but it's being able to control that beast within. So if someone tries to bully you, then you can stand up. And that's always the best way forward for a peaceful solution, because obviously if a bully sees any signs of weakness, they're going to push. And if you've got that sort of beast within you and control of that, you, okay, well, I have to step up, I'll step up. They're less likely then obviously to sort of bully as well. So it's standing up, and the cost of the game, obviously, you know, the key thing is really sort of controlling that sort of energy and transforming that beast within.